Hi, and welcome back to
A little bit of this.
a little bit of that. I am your co host, Sean,
What up? It's Jess.
and today we got three new topics coming straight at you from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Would you
You've
like
been warned.
would you like to say what the first topic is?
It's fashion. Turn to the left, fashion. Turn to the right. Sorry, y'all know I can't do it without singing.
And the second topic for today will be modeling. But then it would carry on to the third topic of the day, which is actually my favorite considering I got to do all the research and Jess is just going to be reacting to it. It's just a whole lot of posts from the Am I the A-hole Reddit, which I can't wait for.
All right, let's bring it on.
First, would we like to tell everybody what we are eating during this episode?
Oh, yeah. That's most important.
Yes.
If you're a business that wants us to try your goods and give reviews, send them because we love to eat. Sean has shredded. Oh, you tell.
See, this would have been funnier if we were recording at 3 a.m. considering there's a whole joke about it, about eating this at 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone, that is shredded cheese. Although I am not doing it over the sink, I am doing it over a laptop.
That's okay. That's why they have those little things that you blow off the laptop.
Yeah.
Now, me, on the other hand, I have a variety pack of snacks. I've got Nerds, Skittles, and Reese's. It's one of those nights.
By the way, she has two different types of Skittles.
Yeah, one's gummies and one's regular. And they're all separated by color. And Dolly is singing in the background. So kind of her.
And
She's
Ari's passed out right behind Jess.
Yeah, she's still mad at us. She got a bath yesterday. She's still pissed. So,
Not at me.
well, she's not really mad at... Well, maybe she's mad at me because I've asked them to give her a bath. I don't know. But, welcome back. Episode dos?
Technically, it's 3.
I know, but the first one was introduction, so I don't really know.
Yeah, but I counted that as an actual episode.
So this will be episode 3 then.
Yeah.
And we're glad you're here. Thank you however you found us, whatever platform you're listening on.
This is good cheese.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
I'm so happy y'all are here with us, and you just never know what you're going to get. Where did I put my water? Oh, my water's holding up my phone. That's fantastic. Okay, so, Dolly, you can talk about fashion. Jeez,
I'll get
she's
Dolly.
so needy. I guess I'm going to dive into fashion, because I love fashion. I mean, diamonds are a girl's best friend. Y'all can see this dog. Actually, they can if we post the time lapse. She's so extra. Anyways, so fashion. Yeah, I actually went to college for fashion marketing and small business management.
You did?
I did.
I didn't know that.
I know. And whoever knew that I'd be a model one day and like doing all the things. Thought about like doing design with it, like designing my own, clothing or purses or something, but I did not. I just simply I had my own boutique for a while. Wasn't really my jam though. Not that I have anything against people owning boutiques. It was just a lot of work, and my heart's always been in music, but I also love fashion. Like, love fashion. I love getting on the runway. Oh, that's a different topic, but. And Sean has very cool fashion. If y'all have never seen like his outfits, they're so cool.
Well, with that, I just started actually dressing the way I want to instead of when I'm like, meh, that I can afford.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I am a very weird dresser. I can go business. Well, I mean, okay, so Jess of all trades, I guess you kind of have to dress, all the ways. But if it's up to me, give me a t-shirt and like hippie pants all day long.
What would you describe as your
Definitely
look?
Bohemian, boho. When I'm not at work for the apartment complex. But
Yeah.
there, I have to wear like nice pants, a nice top, look really professional, even though I'm really not. Anyway, but
Excuse me.
oh God, it's the cheese. If I was to be out just walking around, going to the grocery store, hell, half the time I don't even wear a bra. I don't care. I don't even have. Never mind. Anyways, what would you say your style is?
I have absolutely no idea.
You're definitely got a cool like vibe.
It's like alternative, but then I try to add a little bit more, not vintage, and I wouldn't say retro either, but a little bit older look to it, like when I wear the corset
Mm-hmm.
over certain things. So there's that.
Yeah, definitely vintage, for sure. Sean and I like to go to like not pawn shops. What are they called?
Thrift stores?
Yeah, and what's the one downtown that we found that was so good? I got that camera at. You got all those
I
CDs and
can't
like.
remind. I can't remember. It was right across the river. It wasn't the collective closet. It was that other place.
We'll figure it out and tag it or whatever. But they are awesome. We got some really cool stuff. We love finding vintage stuff. I mean,
got a man. Well, it's like in my head a tape for the the soundtrack to Footloose.
mm-hmm. And then you got the one in my car that we jam out to all the time.
Plain White Tees. Yeah. And then I got that Grateful Dead
sticker.
No, it wasn't a sticker. It was a patch.
Just kidding. It was a patch.
But then I got the Metallica necklace.
Oh yeah. You guys like to do that? Do y'all like to go thrift store shopping? We love it. It's one of our things. So, in other words, we are not high class with fashion. We just wear whatever we like within our budget.
1 minute I'm wearing a t-shirt and jeans. The next thing you know, I'm like wearing a full on, trying as close as I can to look Victorian, but not possible.
That's true. Yeah. And then your chain, wallet.
Yeah. Which I lost and I still need to find. Get away from my cheese.
Back off, Dolly. Yeah. So fashion, honestly, the way I feel about it is that you can go any way you want. It's a way to express yourself of like who you are, even through clothes. Express yourself.
There was a post I saw. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay.
Let me see. It was like, it got me. Well, it didn't get me, but like, I'm like, oh, that's an interesting way to like talk about it.
Like about fashion. It's definitely individual.
Okay, so this was actually posted on December 23rd.
Okay.
And it said, "Gone are the days when fashion was stuck to a certain size range. Today, the fashion industry is waking up from the nightmare known for beauty meaning skinny. Now we have more and more brands and designers. Now we have more and more brands and designers that see that real women come in all shapes and sizes. No matter if you are a size 2 or a size 28, get over here, Dolly." Or a size 28, there will be clothes for you. Time to celebrate the different bodies and enrich them in the style that most fit them. Whether you are curvy, petite, or somewhere in between, there is always something universally flattering. A classic well-fitted pair of jeans and a nice white shirt can and will be the perfect base to start off your journey into fashion. Just add your little twist. No longer is the days of tiny means perfect. The diverse world of real bodies and lifestyles is the real perfect picture.
I love that.
Wait, is the real picture perfect?
Sorry. I really love that. And I really think that the fashion industry has come such a long way because, like you said, it used to be you had to be, 5'8" and above.
Yeah.
Size 0.
That's my ear.
And if you... It's kind of cool because if you think about Marilyn Monroe, she was not a skinny model. She had curves in all the right places, and I love her. But yeah, I definitely like to do. I like to dress up, all kind of things. Put me in anything. I don't care.
Do you know what I want? Do you know what I want the fashion industry to bring back?
What?
Okay.
I couldn't tell you what I was thinking online.
What were you thinking?
On air, I'll tell you offline.
What were you thinking?
Bad.
Either way. What I was thinking that the fashion industry should bring back, and I know some people have brought it back and stuff, and you do see it over through times in different ways, but the trench coat, and also a tailcoat.
I don't ever say that.
That the tailcoat is more vintage fashion. I'll show you a picture of it.
I think Jack had one.
Yeah, I think he had one.
I don't know where it is. I probably gave it to him.
You gave me one of his and a vest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't remember. I know he had so many costumes for ghost hunting and tours and stuff. Um,
Here's a tailcoat.
he had that.
Yeah.
Um, mm. Yep. Fashion has definitely evolved over the years, and it's kind of cool to look back. Like when I was studying it, I remember thinking, wow, whatever happened to the 60s clothing, 70s, and now look. It's like all I wear. They brought it back.
But like, they do bring fashion from different periods for a short time, but then they say, oh, this is no longer fashionable and all of that, and it's just, like, annoying in certain ways. Because it seems like right when you get clicked into what is fashionable, it's a new trend or a new style or something like that. But I would like to bring up certain things of fashion history, if that is okay. Dolly,
She said no.
Dolly,
no.
you do not get a word in this, okay? But what I was going to bring up was how the color pink was originally a masculine color, while blue was a feminine color.
Really?
Yeah. And also, high heels were originally for men.
Are you serious?
Yeah. They were originally for men.
Oh my gosh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And in the Victorian era, of course, modesty was key, and you always had to, like, make sure you don't show too much skin and all that stuff. And the older you get, like, if you were a little girl under a certain age, you could, like, wear a dress, like, right below your knees and stuff, so people could see your ankles.
Yeah.
But once you hit a certain age, it's, like, full-on no ankle.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And babies, no matter if you were a boy or a girl, you would be wearing something kind of like a dress.
Yeah.
Up to a certain age, I want to say 1 or 2, but newborns would be like wearing gowns.
That's so crazy. Sorry, y'all. I'm being attacked by Dolly.
And with wedding fashion,
Yeah.
another Victorian thing. I am sorry. I am a history nerd. I am a history nerd. The color white wasn't really popular to wear until, like, people would, like, I guess wear it, but it did not become, like, mainstream or, like, very popular, or people would start wearing white in their wedding dress or as their wedding dress until Queen Victoria.
Oh, that's cool.
And another thing about her,
How did I not remember this?
I don't know, but well, you weren't alive.
Well, I mean, with the studying that I did, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I just don't remember. Stop, Dolly.
Well, also, with the Victorian era, with Queen Victoria specifically, if your husband dies, you have to have a 2-year mourning period where you wear all black. And a lot of the dresses that was black was actually soaked in, not arsenic.
Wow.
Wait, no, it was arsenic. It was arsenic.
Whoa.
It was, like, drenched in arsenic. So a lot of it was a little bit poisonous, but considering the arsenic.
Yeah.
But Queen Victoria, she went beyond the 2-year mark. She, like, wore it almost to her death, I believe.
Oh my god.
Since when her husband died.
See, I would say since my husband died,
I've worn a lot of black.
Yeah.
I helped you clean out your closet. All I see is black, except for a couple colors. So I'm just like,
pop colors here
so
and
when I
there.
see it, I'm like, oh, it's my closet.
Mhm. It's weird, and yeah, it's true how fashion, like certain colors, certain things mean so many different things
Yeah.
to people. Like some people say black is sad, no soul, or whatever, but sometimes black can be happy too.
Yeah.
It just depends on the person, and you may not like somebody's style or whatever, but that's how they're expressing themselves. So get over it.
I want to bring up another Victorian fact.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's considering how you said that clothing can be meaningful and fashion can be meaningful to a person.
It can. Definitely.
The Victorians had jewelry made of that was made or had pieces of their dead relatives' hair.
Of their hair?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
They would have it in lockets or bracelets or even rings or brooches. And in some cases, bracelets.
all I can think of is what the one of like U and D have. It's like that lady. Like, in
Yeah.
white. I always think of that when anybody says Victorian, I instantly go to that jewelry. You know what I'm talking about. The
Yeah,
little
I know what you're
Victorian
talking about.
lady face. That's really cool. Fashion is fun. I really do love going shopping, but then some days I'm like, what's that? Like, what kind of style would this be? And then I'm usually the one to buy that one. The one that's the most, like, off the wall. Whatever. We found some good finds. Remember that mushroom shirt?
Yeah, the one I can't fit.
Hey, you know what? You can wear it open. But it's cute.
I
It's
can't
like...
even wear it that way.
Oh. Anyways, we find really cute stuff. I love vintage shopping like that.
Yeah.
If, like I said, if I had a choice, I would wear t-shirts and jeans or pants every day. I don't care. I'm tired. It just hit me. Woo. Anyways, so that's like fashion's really fun. All I can hear in my head is fashion. Turn to the left. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I do not.
You don't know that song. That's from the movie Clueless. Go figure, right?
Mm. I'm trying to remember it. I can't remember it whatsoever.
Fashion. It's like, I can't remember exactly which part of the movie, but it's so good. That's one of my favorite movies. In fact, the cup I'm drinking of says totally buggin'. Do you remember? Oh, anyways.
I remember that.
I remember her closet.
Yeah.
Oh. Remember it was touchscreen and everybody was like, what is that even? She could like pick her whole outfit and then it would just go through her closet.
Every single movie I remember
Gosh.
growing up, there was some type of closet that was touchscreen and it helps you choose out your outfits.
But
And-
yet.
And I was like so confused. That's still not a thing. I mean, I
How is
remember
it?
watching the Jonas Brothers show, and that was part of it.
I'm like, how is it not a thing?
FYI, whoever's listening to it and they remember that show, what is your favorite episode? Because mine was the Halloween episode where they thought the place they lived was haunted. But yeah,
I have never seen that show. Of course,
you need
I'm
to watch that show.
180.
I mean, it was a mid show. It was kind of good, kind of bad. It got a handful of good episodes though.
Like, is it age appropriate for Kinsey?
Yeah,
So that would be the only way I'd probably watch it is with her.
I mean, it was on Disney Channel.
Okay. We're gonna start something new with her, probably Friday night, whatever it is that you said you were wanting me to watch.
The Percy Jackson show.
Yes, we're gonna start that with her. God, we have ADD so bad.
We do.
Okay, let's focus.
Okay.
Fashion.
Squirrel?
I know. I'm like, we need to get a squirrel and just name him. He's gonna be the constant squirrel that goes through the show. Leroy, come back. Anyways, anything else that we can say about fashion? What, like, other than the Victoria era, what would be your favorite?
But besides the Victorian area?
Yeah.
And besides medieval?
Yeah, definitely medieval.
Ooh, that's, I would say 80s, but only certain part of the 80s.
You didn't like the bigger hair. Big hair don't care.
I mean, look, I'm the same person where I put a headband on one day, and right when I walked out of the bathroom, my sister was like, "You look like mom."
And you were like, okay, is that, what is that supposed to be, like from the 80s?
There was a photo I saw of her. I don't know if it was from the 90s or what.
Oh,
and
okay.
I did look like her from it. I'm just like, huh.
So it wasn't-
Considering I was used to people referring to my haircut as more Brian May or Slash, so I was just there like, okay, mom, that is a new one. Okay.
Wow. That's funny.
Considering the wild curly hair and everything.
That is true. Your hair was so curly.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's growing back again. I'm gonna get it cut at some point.
my dog is half on me, half off of me. Okay. I'm letting her get on the table just for a second.
So sanitary.
I know, it's pretty gross, but whatever. She is climbing me, so I was like, I can't hold her anyway. I don't need the chalk. Anyway, so I think for me it would be 60s and 70s, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm such a
I
hippie
can
at
see
heart.
that.
Like gypsy, soul girl, all the way. In fact, I wrote a song. Let me just throw that in there real quick. Called Moonchild. Check it out. It's all platforms. Kind of like sums up me and my style and whatever.
I have a challenge.
Oh shit.
What?
You scare me. Okay, what's your
This is the challenge
Okay.
this year.
What?
After like starting February maybe.
Okay.
I have to pick a decade for you. You had to pick a decade for me. And through the rest of the year, once a month, we have to come up with one outfit or something to do with that decade.
Okay. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Let me rephrase that. Decade or era.
Okay.
So that means you can include the medieval times or Victorian, Edwardian, anything.
Mmm. Excellent. Excellent. Mmm. I just got French kissed by a dog. Anyway.
Next time on Puppy Talk.
Mm-hmm. I almost choked on my nerds. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. That'll be fun.
Look, I might just go easy on you. The first decade, the first style you have to go for is early 2000s.
Oh, I can do that.
That makes me wonder, are you gonna go with the the juicy sweatpants, or are you gonna go with emo?
One shall never know.
No. Or are you gonna incorporate both?
I was just thinking I'll probably do both.
Okay, how about this? 2 outfits.
Okay.
Considering there are good and bad parts of each decade.
I agree.
But now I'm also thinking, seeing you in a scene kid style would be awesome.
A what style?
A scene kid. Kind of like emo, but a different breed.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? That actually just might be an episode. Me educating you on different alternative looks.
Yeah.
Next episode, we will be talking about goth subculture.
What I did in high school, we wore Jinkos. That was like the thing.
Totally not Googling that.
Jinkos are a type of jean that girls and boys would wear. They were oversized. They fell off. Your boxers had to hang out.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
My mom didn't care for those. She's like, why are you wearing that? I'm like, well, I like it.
Okay, this has me now questioning. Were you one of the kids that had a fringe?
You had fringe?
That had a fringe. Like, a lot of your hair would be covering it, like, one eye or two. And you always had to, like, sweep it out of your face. Or something.
No. I was really confused. I was half hippie, half emo, half sad, half... I don't know. I was a confused one. I think I still am a little bit.
I tried to Google fringe. I almost said fridge.
As I reach for more food. Y'all were snacking big time. You'd think we had been smoking a little something, but we don't do that. On purpose.
Okay, this haircut. Did any of your sisters?
That's like the Ashley Simpson look. It was a little after my, I was already in my 20s by then. Anyway, I like the task, the challenge. I'll accept.
I am now kind of scared about what the first decade you're going to give me.
I'm going to do research and put you in the most interesting thing I can find.
The next thing you know what? So we can update them on the challenge. We should post pictures on the Facebook about it.
I agree.
Yeah. However, I would like to say if you decide to go with the emo look or scene kid look or for the early 2000s, can I help you?
Of course. You're picking it out. Yeah.
I'm just saying I will let some of this challenge one of us helping the other one with certain things.
Yes, please.
Okay. Just watch me get the like highlighter pink hair extensions to clip in your hair.
I would so do that.
Yeah.
Sorry. I had to throw away my trash because Olive was trying to eat it.
Yeah.
I would definitely do that.
Yeah.
I always see, like, I still to this day when I go to get a haircut, I'm like, I want to do rainbow hair. I want to put colors in my hair. But then with the movies and, you know, acting and modeling and all the things, they get strict about that. But
just do
that's why I drink and buy wigs. On another episode. All right, tell us what your favorite era is, like, for fashion. If you could choose one and wear it all the time, what would it be? I'm really intrigued. I want to hear some stories from people.
Same here.
Like, we need to know. Because, you know, everybody's listening from all over the world. There's all kind of styles. Really? She has her butt in the screen. So anyways, still your food.
That's okay.
I would love to know what people like. Because there's sometimes I see styles, I'm like, God, I wish I could wear that. But I always feel like I can't pull it off. But this year, I'm going to try out everything.
Yeah. There is one thing I keep on seeing pulling up on the internet is when someone says, oh, this is 80s themed or this is, and they try to dress up as 80s type clothing.
Yeah.
And so many people comment going like, you really think that's what we wore during the 80s? We didn't wear that. But then you have others going like, yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm.
It really depended on the area you lived in.
Oh, yeah.
Same to today. It really depends on the area you live in.
I remember 80s, my sister's hair was bigger than God. I mean, you probably could have come down and went, what's up with your hair? But, like, lots of hairspray, Aquanet hairspray.
Yeah.
Blue eyeshadow.
Wait. What about Farrah Fawcett?
That was 70s.
Yeah.
Like, 70s going into 80s.
Yeah.
But in the 80s, it was like the big hairband hair. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it had to be big. And then you would wear those little, like, you'd put your shirt to the side and put the little clip on them.
Yeah.
You'd wear the high tops with the scrunchy socks, which is back in style.
The members only jackets.
Yes.
I got a members
That was
only
a thing.
jacket.
Oh, God. Sorry, my dog fell off.
The tiny dog almost fell off the table, people.
Oh, well. On the next episode of What's the Pets Doing Now? Okay. I gotta drink a little drink. I got too much stuff in my mouth right now. Do you have any... You're gonna have to talk. I'm joking.
Sorry, I just had a message about that musical I was working on. But, man, I'm trying to think.
I really feel like we've covered it. I think we should leave it up to our fans to tell us, like, hey, what's your favorite era? If there's anything you want us to try on, we're willing to do it.
Can I just say that so far it's 26 minutes of us rambling
Ramble on
about fashion.
fashion. Well, we love fashion, so. Anyways, we can move on to our next topic.
Modeling.
Ah, it's my favorite.
AKA, I have no words during this part.
Oh, why don't you ask me questions? Why don't you interview me then?
How did you get into modeling?
I made a decision. I'm kidding. Oh my gosh. So, right before Jack passed, we had a whole conversation about where I wanted to be in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I really enjoy music. I absolutely love music. But I enjoy being in front of the camera. Because I had been doing photography around Chattanooga, letting people take photos of me for their profiles or paying photographers to get photos, depending on who it was. And there was one... Sean?
Sorry.
He's touching things. There was one shoot that I went on, but it always makes me think there's some weather going on. Anyway, there was one shoot I did with Olivia and Eric, and I'll tag their stuff later, but they did a Barbie shoot for me. And it was the first shoot that I did that I became like super in my zone. I felt like alive, and I felt like, okay, this is my calling. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. I left there feeling just phenomenal, like on top of the world, and I just felt so confident and whatever. So after that, I literally just dove right in. And Jack was 100% supportive. We did this in April, and it was for my birthday party that was going to be in August, that shoot. So from April to August, I did lots and lots of photography, like photos and, meeting new photographers in Chattanooga and just kind of checking out the art scene, and I just felt so accepted and blah, 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 blah. Anyways, does that answer your question?
Yeah.
There's a lot to it. It's not just some simple thing. Like, any dream you chase or goal, I mean, you have to, like, invest time and energy and money and... Please sit. Please sit. Please sit.
Dog is in front of the camera again.
Oh, well. Anyway, and ever since he passed, it's almost like I dove into modeling and acting even more because it's something that he and I started together, and I felt like he was saying, continue on. And that's what I've done. And Mackenzie and I ended up signing with Gage Talent. And we're really stoked. Because she loves the runway. Let me tell you about this girl. She, at her age, I was hiding behind anybody and everybody. I was so shy. She's 8.
Yeah. Now, when she went to that church thing with me, she did get shy. But I also see her, she's very outgoing a bit.
Put her on the stage. She's a different kid.
Yeah.
Like, I would never be like her at 8. I was very shy and timid and couldn't get on a stage with people staring at me. There was no way.
And I do want to clarify for people who's listening in and don't really know anything about Jess or her daughter.
Yeah.
This isn't something Jess is forcing her daughter to do. I've seen multiple times where Mackenzie is like, when can we do that again? I want to do that again. Yes. Can we please do that?
It brings her joy and brings her like this little spark of happiness. She does. She lights up. Like her little eyes light up. So yeah, it's not something I'm like forcing her to. And we had a very long discussion about, does she want to do this? Does she want to be in movies? Does she want to do acting, modeling? You know, she loves it. We just got back from New York and she was on Times Square and she brought it up in the car today. She was like, Mommy, I loved being on that billboard. And I was like, you did? She's like, I want to do more. I was like, well, they won't be in New York. But they could be.
You never know.
You never know, because she wants to go back. And I'm like, well, honey, let's explore other places. And she's like, okay, well, they have billboards there. I'm like, yes, honey, they'll have billboards there. But she felt like that is a moment any kid would just dream of. And she got to experience it. And I think that other than she calls her Miss Liberty.
Yeah.
That was her favorite part. She just, yes, I'm glad you said that. Because I don't force crap on Mackenzie other than to eat, bathe, and try to get vitamins down her. Yeah. And like, other than that, like she's more like me. She's a free spirit. She doesn't really fit into a box. She is who she is, and I love her the way she is because she's very hard-headed.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That means she'll be a leader. She already is a leader. Golly. But yeah, anyway, so I got started in it, and Kenzie enjoyed watching me, and she kind of got really interested in it as well. And then when we did the music thing too, she just dove right into that too. Because it's honestly therapeutic. All of it. All of it. And, when you're acting or even modeling for a photo shoot, you kind of like leave your world for a little while, and you just get to have fun. And, you've done it with the acting.
Well, that was background acting, so it wasn't really anything besides stand there and act like you're talking, even though you're not.
That's acting.
You just move your lips and nothing comes out.
I got so many jokes. But yeah, anyway, that's how we got started with modeling. It started with Jack. I signed the contract for one agency before Gage on August 15th, and he passed 5 days later. I feel like he waited for me to complete that dream until he was like, okay, I'm just tired. I helped you with everything I could, I'm just ready to go to heaven or whatever. But he was the most supportive person I could have ever been with. And yeah, so it started before him, and it will finish until I die. I will never stop chasing my dreams, and I have instilled that into Kenzie too. Like, whatever you want to do, honey, the sky's the limit. And she even says to me, Mommy, you work all the time. You work hard, or she didn't say you work hard. She said you work too much. And I was like, well, sometimes you have to invest time into what you want in your future so you can have it. It doesn't just happen overnight. And so she watches me and she asks questions and she wants to know things, and show your kids that you can work hard and chase your dreams at the same time.
Yeah.
So, wow, that was a very long explanation. But it's like, yeah. And Sean's gone on, movie sets and scenes. I know we're talking about movies right now, but
that's actually in the next episode.
That's the next episode, sorry. But yes, it's modeling is fun. And what got me inspired, and a lot of people don't like her or don't know enough about her, but Paris Hilton's story, where she came out talking about the abuse that she went through as a kid and how she used modeling to kind of cope.
Yeah.
Wow. Read her memoir. Read her book. You will be blown away. Paris I definitely look up to her. She's been through hell and back, and she wasn't just born into a rich family. It wasn't even anything like that. Like, I had no idea that they weren't actually rich. Like, they had to build from the grandfathers up. And her parents did it, and then she built her own empire.
Yeah.
And everybody just thought she was handed all this money. So to see her, like, use modeling as a therapy is awesome.
That kind of reminds me, I am about to mention a very famous family in South Korea right now.
Ooh.
But the family that owns Samsung.
Oh, yeah.
The oldest daughter, there was two daughters, I believe, but one passed away. the oldest daughter, when she entered the company, she like started off as an intern and wasn't allowed to, and she wasn't able to tell anyone that, hey, my dad is like head of the company, my grandfather's head of the company, and all this stuff, and she like worked up her way
See,
and
that's
all of that.
awesome. That's so
And
amazing.
also, she's one of the badass people in her family, while the other ones, I don't know if this will get me in trouble or
I
not.
hope not.
But I did a lot of research on them, and they're not good people. But she's like
Mm.
totally badass.
See, I love that.
Yeah.
And you know that I think that's what inspired me about her, and I like support pretty much everything she does. It's because most things she sells or makes or whatever goes to like charities, her charity. And so I don't know, it's just she's really cool to have overcome all the trauma and abuse, and nobody knew about it. She kept it silent for so long, and that's just very much struck a chord in me
Yeah.
because of mine, you know. That's another episode as well. But anyway, so modeling is fun. It's very therapeutic. And not only do I love it, but so many others do. And, you know, like Sean said, they do accept all shapes and sizes and heights, thank God, because I'm
Obviously.
5'2". And I'm pretty close to being very, very, very short. Like, you have to be 4'9" to get out of a, you have to be 4'9" to be out of a booster seat. I'm 5'2". So, keep that in mind. Like, Kenzie will be in a booster seat till she's 4'9".
And how tall is she?
4'4". She's so close. I know. I can't even. She'll be like 9 this year. It's ridiculous. Anyways, so yes, fashion and modeling are definitely up my alley as what I'm continuing to pursue. Will forever do. I don't care how old you are. Chase your dreams, y'all. Chase them. Your turn.
Sorry, I was messing with the mic again. But I don't really know what to say on this topic.
Like, what do you feel? Do you think modeling is an awesome thing for people to do who like really enjoy it? Would you ever see yourself as a model or?
I mean, no.
Okay.
About me being a model, mainly for the fact that even though that they are starting to accept all shapes and forms and everything,
Yeah.
there's still a lot of hate towards more chubby people in modeling stuff, and a lot of more like standards that they have to live up to. And also, look at this face.
It's
No.
so cute. Shut up.
No.
No, honestly, you'd be surprised. Like, plus size models are such a huge thing right now.
Yeah.
And they're always like wanting that. And that's what I started in. That was the category I was in when I started in 2019, was plus size. And now I'm in regular size, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, they're really not as bad as it used to be. But honestly, there's hate everywhere. Hate is gonna hate, 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 hate. But if you're confident, even if you're not, I wasn't.
Yeah.
And I did it because I was like, you know what? I need some kind of outlet. And that was what we chose. For me, it's modeling, singing, acting.
Look, I'm not even confident when it's just a normal picture at home.
That's true. That is true. You're like, no, I don't like that. Nope, nope, nope.
That or say, do the pose that makes you more comfortable. And I'm just like, okay, and my back is facing you.
You're like, okay, and just walk out of the room.
Yeah, I'm just like, walk out of the room, no camera on me, no thank you.
Anybody listening, are you a model? Do you have any like tips for people who may be interested and aren't confident or aren't ready or
any horror stories? I would really like to read them.
oh my gosh, we're not there yet.
Please.
But yeah, I mean, any tips for even models like me who stumble across things or whatever, or have questions, I can answer. Ask away. I don't really know what else to say about modeling except I love it. I love it. It is so fun.
I'm more of a designer than a model.
There you go. You could be. Can you sew and like make stuff, or you could do the sketches?
I can kind of sew. Can't really do the sketches, but I have an image in my
Idea.
head. I have ideas. Like when I cut the leg off of that one pair of pants.
Yeah, that was cool. We should post that photo.
That was really
reference.
cool.
You walked up and like, hey. I was like, oh, I like it. I never know what Sean's gonna walk upstairs wearing. Honestly, I'm like, hey, you want to go to the store? He's like, yeah. And some days it's just Sweatshirt, t-shirt,
A t-shirt, a hoodie, and pants. That's it.
Next day, it's a vest with 2 layers of shirts, a pair of pants with a skirt on top of it.
I did not do that.
Not a skirt, but like maybe no pants, just a dress. The black long thing, is that a skirt or is that a dress?
That's a skirt.
Okay, so no pants. But you had pants on under it.
No, you mean the thing from the other night?
I think so.
I had not stockings, but pantyhose under it.
Okay, I thought you had pants.
No.
Regardless, you never know what you're gonna get. He walks up and I'm like, all right, cool, let's go. Yeah. Remember that day we went to the grocery store and I was wearing
You were very close wearing pajamas.
I was wearing a sweatsuit. It was from the singer-songwriter Jewel, and it's a matching set. So I wear that because it's freezing outside. I want to be cozy, and Sean is dressed to the T.
I have a hat on. I have this black dress shirt on. Well, it wasn't even a dress shirt. It was more like, my dad likes to call them cowboy shirts because they're the type of buttons they are. But yeah, I have some type. It was my gold cross that I lost.
Yes, I mean,
It was the gold cross, and then it was the skirt you got me for my last birthday for my murder mystery party.
Oh, yeah.
Was I or wasn't? I can't remember if I was wearing the petticoat under it.
I don't remember it. It was
I think
I went to 2 separate places.
I was wearing a petticoat. I think I was wearing a petticoat under it. And then I was wearing my black boots with the little bits of metal on it, and I had the cane.
Oh my gosh, you did have it.
I had the cane.
We need to do videos like that again. We're so...
Well, that skirt, the zipper broke off of it. So I need to get it fixed.
However, my point is, with fashion, be yourself. Dress whatever makes you happy, depending on the day. Some days that might be sweatpants. Some days that might be something like Sean just explained. Whatever. You do you, and don't be afraid to go out without makeup, because this world makes you think you have to wear makeup. No, you don't. I go everywhere without makeup, and like I said, half the time I'm 95% of the time I'm not wearing a bra. I don't care. I just don't care, because I've served my time of trying to show off to the world and be like everybody else or whatever. That was not Dolly. That was Sean.
Sorry, I was yawning.
Anyways. My last thing to say about fashion, be you. However that may look. Show up what makes you feel comfortable, and don't try to impress anybody. Oh, that's cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we are at the last. We're at the last part of our podcast episode, and Sean is geeking. And I'm freaking. Geeking, freaking. Not right.
Keep in mind, guys, Jess has never gone onto Reddit.
Never. I get so confused about what it even is.
I had to explain to her what Reddit was when we were playing Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, I still don't understand. So,
which, by the way, that would actually be a good episode for a podcast.
It would be. I need chips. You pull up what you need to pull up, and I'm going to go get more snacks.
Okay.
Yeah. Just keep talking.
What am I supposed to talk about?
I guess you can go ahead and start. Do you already have the questions up?
It's not questions. It's just long paragraphs of, hey, I did this bad thing, or hey, people think I did this bad thing, but did I really?
Okay. Go ahead. Read the first one.
I guess still gotta pull it up. My phone started glitching earlier, so... Well, not glitching, but I had tons of messages, and I was, trying to clear them out, and I accidentally cleared out the posts. Okay, so... Okay, that's for a future episode,
I got chips. If you can guess what brand and flavor, I'll send you a $10 gift card.
Take a bite of it.
Okay, hold on.
And see if they can guess by the
That's
bite.
ASMR right there.
But it was because I remember this thing on, it was on the radio. It was apparently humans can actually tell the difference between the sound of cold water and hot water being poured, and they played a clip, 2 different clips, and was no, was that cold water or hot water? And blah blah blah. And you had to call them with your answer, and you could actually win something. I forgot what it was. So let's see if this works with a chip brand and the flavor.
Dolly, stop. Okay, y'all ready?
Hold up. What if they were only able to guess the chip brand?
No, it's got to be the flavor too.
Yeah, but it's kind of harder to figure out the flavor.
Well, that's they got to work for this $10 gift card. Ready?
Delicious.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
But that wasn't really a good bite either.
It tastes pretty good to me.
Can I have one?
No.
Okay.
I don't share this kind. It's my favorite.
There's a hint right there.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I did share. But if you know me, it's my favorite.
Your face.
That didn't sound better at all.
Your face.
That was hilarious. It was like a... This has turned into a whole ASMR moment. Sorry, guys. Name that chip. Actually, what if we do like multiplication? Not multiplication. What's it called? Multiple choice.
Yeah, multiple choice.
Okay. Okay.
I'm good.
Ready?
Yeah. Actually, hang on. You keep talking. I got chip stuck in my throat.
I got chips in my mouth. In my mouth, and he's got them in his throat. Well, now they're coming back out, so that's good. I might have saved his life.
Helped me a
I
whole
saved
lot.
his life. Yeah. So I don't really know where this episode's gonna go because I don't even know what I'm in store for.
Come with me, and you'll be.
This is literally like a blind audition type thing or a blind date. Okay, let's do this.
A blind date with Reddit, the worst thing you could possibly think of.
I'm scared. Okay.
Sorry, I had to unlock my phone.
Alright.
Am I the asshole because my bridesmaid is planning on getting pregnant before the wedding and I want her to step down?
Yes! Somebody actually put that?
Yeah.
Yes, you're an asshole.
And then let me finish the story. There's a whole paragraph. My wedding is coming up within the next year, and one of my bridesmaids has informed me that she's planning on being pregnant before the wedding. She reached out and asked if I'd care about her being pregnant at my wedding, to which I was hesitant to respond. It caught me completely off guard, as she isn't married and had barely been with her boyfriend for 6 months at this time. She then goes on to explain to me that her boyfriend is planning to get her pregnant and starts to describe this grand scheme where they'll fall pregnant, get engaged, marry, and then have a baby all in under a year.
Wow.
My initial concern was the timeless and rush on it all, as we've spoken several times about her plans, and this completely contradicts all of them. Beyond that, we started to discuss the actual timeline of the pregnancy, which, if it goes to plan, would have her well into her 3rd trimester during my wedding. So close that I don't think she may even be able to attend the wedding at that time, between 38 and 40 weeks. The initial shock of the conversation led me to ultimately answer, let's just see what happens. Because I would hate to damage our friendship over things that haven't even happened yet. It's now been a few weeks, and she brought up again, mentioning how her future pregnancy will change some things with my bridal activities, and how she's planning to have her own wedding 4 months after mine. I love my friend dearly, and I truly would never ask anyone to put a pause on their life for the sake of my wedding, but I'm starting to feel like I should ask her to step down. With all the things she says she has planned, I feel it would be a lot for the both of us, and the mere thought is stressing me out. It's all making me regret asking her to be in the wedding because I don't feel like she'd be able to commit to all the bridesmaid duties in addition to her own plans. Am I the asshole if I ask her to step down? Edit. She'd still be invited to the wedding, of course, allowing her to attend as a guest without the heightened responsibilities. When I said support, I mean like being able to do all the bridesmaid duties / activities to come. So, is she the asshole? Guess what Reddit it said this person was?
What?
Not the asshole.
No, she's an asshole. Nope, she's an asshole.
Why do
you cannot ask somebody to put their plans for a child on hold for your own, like, personal wants because maybe they can't get strippers or they can't get drunk. Like, sorry, no, asshole.
Am I the asshole for expecting my date to cover the cleaning cost of a dress he ruined?
Okay, let me hear it.
I, 27 and female, am in a bit of a dilemma and could really use some advice. I've been seeing this guy for a couple months, and we decided to go to a nice high-end restaurant for a date. Initially, I was going to wear a nice dark blue dress that I like to wear out, but he asked me to wear a different white dress that I had shown him once as it matched his outfit. I've never had a guy ask me this. The white dress in question was a gift from my late grandmother and was quite expensive, so I was reluctant but agreed and just asked that we didn't go anywhere where I might spill something on it or otherwise mess it up. He mentioned clubbing after dinner, which is why I said that. I didn't want to risk messing the dress up. And he said he could just go to dinner and I could change out of it before doing anything else. Great. However, the evening took a turn for the worse when he accidentally spilled his red wine all over my dress.
Oh, no.
He had gotten an unexpected call, and when he tried to quickly mute his ringer, his elbow hit his glass and it spilled all in the lap area of my dress before I could react. It was completely drenched and stained. He was apologetic at the time, and I tried to be cool about it, but inside I was devastated, especially since I had mentioned specifically how I wanted to be careful wearing it.
Mm-hmm.
Later, I mentioned to him that the dress was very expensive and asked if he would be willing to help with the cost of cleaning or replacing it. To get it professionally cleaned and the stain removed would be $100, which I asked him to pay half of. To my surprise, he got quite defensive. He argued that it was an accident and that I was being unresponsible for expecting him to pay for something like that. Oh, unreasonable, sorry, for expecting him to pay for something like that. And that it was my fault for wearing it out knowing that it could have happened. I feel like it's a matter of principle. Yes, it was an accident, but the dress is ruined, and it was extremely sentimental to me, not to mention a valuable dress. He thinks I'm being materialistic and making a big deal out of nothing. Now, I'm not sure how to feel about his reaction. Am I the a-hole for expecting him to cover the cost?
Nope.
I don't think so either.
No, not at all.
I mean, yeah, she should have expected like something like that could happen, considering accidents happen. But
he asked her to wear it. She told him how she felt about it. He still asked her to. He made the mistake. Fucking pay for half of it. It's not that big. It's $50.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, okay, that is literally not much.
And the fact how important that dress was to her. It was her late grandmother's.
Yeah, so
Like,
definitely don't say it was materialistic.
Step the fuck up, dude. Hold on, get me started. No.
But
What did Reddit say?
Oh, she was not the asshole.
No, she's not.
But the fact that it was also, again, $50 for half of it, that is cheap. That is cheap. I'm surprised she found someone to professionally do it for $100.
I just wish he'd pay for the whole thing. That obviously wouldn't happen. Alright, how many more?
Oh, we got a few.
Okay.
Am I the a-hole for refusing to have a fully child-free wedding? So I recently proposed to my long-term girlfriend, and we are planning for a wedding in summer next year. Everything is still very early stages. My fiance has expected that she wants a child-free wedding, which I am all down for, but I want to make one exception. My son, 15 months. I had him from a previous relationship. Oh, wait, no, sorry. 15 male. He's 15, sorry.
Okay.
Sometimes when I read these, sometimes they mean 15 months, sometimes 15 male, so that was like, oh, wait.
Okay.
So 15 male. I had him from a previous relationship, and we have evenly split custody of him. Until now, my fiance has gotten along great with him. We've had days out as a family. She's gone to see his games. He plays ice hockey. And she's even taken him out on fun days, just the two of them. I brought up that I wanted to make an exception to the no kids rule for my son. She shot the idea down straight away and said that she didn't want anyone under 16 there, as she didn't want to feel like she or anyone else has to babysit on her special day. I told her that no one would have to babysit him. He's 15 and she knows he's well behaved and a generally quiet kid. She then changed her reasoning and asked why I wanted my old family and life on the day I was supposed to be making a commitment to her and our new family. I told her while I will be making a commitment to her, my son will still very much be my son and my family. She then equated it to wanting my ex at our wedding. Which I do not and never asked. I told her that I don't care about the aesthetics of the wedding and that she can pick everything else. The food, the aesthetic, the music, the dress, but all I want is my family at the wedding. My parents, my sister, and my son. That is my only ultimatum, sorry, when it comes to our wedding. She started calling me controlling by giving me an ultimatum, you know the word I'm talking about, and said I had intentionally agreed to a child-free wedding and now I'm gaslighting her.
Okay.
I said we can have a mainly child-free wedding, but with this one exception. An exception that guests can't even complain about being unfair since the only child is the son of the groom. She called me a dick and is now not talking to me. I really think this is a reasonable want, but maybe I'm not seeing something, so am I the asshole?
No. Hold on. Run. First of all, red flag, huge. What's she gonna mean? How does she mean? I want my. I'm so mad right now. We're supposed to be new family. She's basically saying she doesn't think he's a part of the new chapter. The kid.
Yeah.
He's 15 years old. He does not need to be babysat. First of all. Oh my gosh. He is not the asshole. She is. He needs to run. Red flag. That was my ice maker. It even agrees. Seriously? You better change the subject quick. I'm about to go off.
I am a little bit mad at Reddit considering it dubbed him the asshole, but all the comments I see are saying he's not.
He's not. Reddit's piece
He
of
definitely not. All the comments are saying he's not.
He's not.
I guess there was like a misvote or something.
Well, whoever voted that he's an asshole is the asshole. Because that man shouldn't have to beg to bring his own son to his wedding.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Am I the a-hole for not giving my engagement ring to dead fiance family? Deleted account because my new job friends knows my usual account and they don't know about me used to being engaged. Dead fiance's name, John, and I'll start at the beginning, about 4 years ago. I was engaged to John after dating for 4 years. When he proposed, the ring he used was 2 sizes too big. We went to the store that he bought it from 2 weeks before proposing, and he kept the receipt. Got in the right size and kept same style. We did plan to having our wedding or something after 3 years of planning and saving. 10 months after the proposal, John passed away in a car accident. I used the savings for our wedding to pay for his funeral. The day after the funeral, John's brother came to me asking for the ring. Asked why. His response was that the ring had been passed down their family for 5 generations. Told him that was BS because I had proof of the ring was bought for me. Less than a year ago, he argued for a bit and he then stormed out. Then I get the calls from John's family saying I'm a liar and demanding the ring. Then I got a letter from their lawyer. In the letter, they also demanded that I reimburse them for the cost of John's funeral. So I got myself a lawyer, showed the proof about the ring, and I paid for the funeral in court, and I won. I thought that madness was over until John's sister recently messaged me. She and her BF are engaged, but hasn't gotten a ring, and she wants John's ring. After I said no, she went crazy and messaging nonstop demanding. I have blocked her over and over, but she finds a way around it. I was having brunch with my friend. My mobile was on the table. A message from sister popped up, and my friend saw it. My friend knows about everything. Before sister's first message, I explained about her messages. Friend believes I'm the asshole, and I should give her the ring. She told my other friends, and they all saying the same things. Now I'm doubting myself. So am I the asshole?
Okay.
There is edits to that, but it's so long.
Basically, okay, if it is a family heirloom, yes, she's an asshole.
Yeah.
But it's not. He paid for it. She used their savings to pay for his funeral. May he rest in peace. No, that's hers. He bought it for her.
Yeah.
Why do they need it? That if it's not something that has been passed down, that's nobody's business.
Let me check the edits.
What was that sound?
My finger hit against.
Thought it was your phone.
No.
That is.
That was the ice maker.
That was that's scary. But that's infuriating. Like, if it's not something that's been passed down, if there is a ring around somewhere that has been passed down, yes, it should most certainly be.
Sorry. My foot and everything. Not my foot, but my knee and fingers hit against stuff. Okay.
We'll get better with each time, I promise.
Edit to add. Thank you all for your support. I didn't expect that this post would have so much attention. I'll try to reply to all your comments. I'm adding more info as requested and to answer the repeated questions. Extra info about the ring. This ring is part of a company that designs jewelry based on movies and produce each style in different sizes. This company started after 2000s. When we went to the store to get right size, John asked for ring 1 to be swapped with right size and same style. 2, if he did modify ring 1 with any family diamonds, he would have asked for ring 1 to be resized after the swap and when telling his parents about the engagement. I showed them the ring and John told them about where he bought it and about size swap. Parents never said anything about an heirloom ring and family diamonds. It was after the funeral is when they started saying their great grandparents were the ones that bought this ring and it's an heirloom. Extra info on funeral costs. John's parents messaged me about not being able to afford the funeral. My thoughts at the time was the reason they couldn't afford it is because sister is about to start college and put the wedding fund for a good use. Because the wedding isn't going to happen anymore, I paid for everything. For the funeral, the parents didn't pay at all. I guess during my grief/shock of John's death might have made me forget that his family owned most of the business and housing accommodations in town. It was during court that I found out that he had life insurance. That money went to his parents, and it was 2 times the cost amount of his funeral. Extra info about court. When I received their lawyer letter, I thought it might be fake, but I called my friend who is a lawyer. I explained the situation to him and asking him to check if this letter is real or fake. He told me to meet him with the letter and all my documents for the ring and funeral. He said the letter is real and he will help me. I did thought that after their lawyer see my proof that that would be the end of the madness, but next thing I knew, we were in court. Most of the time I was confused, but I just spoke the truth and showed all my proof. The judge awarded me to be reimbursed for funeral costs, legal fees, and emotional distress. Reasons why John's sister wants the ring. In her first message asking for the ring, she said that John would want her to have it. It would feel like John is part of her next step in life and let his spirit know he is not forgotten. That I do kind of understand, but still.
It's still not your ring, girl.
Yeah. Sister knows the ring was bought by John because she was at the engagement party. At the party, we told everyone how the proposal went and about swapping rings due to the size issue. I should have mentioned that the ring is Lord of the Rings themed, and we were planning on Lord of the Rings themed wedding because we met at a Lord of the Rings event. I recall sister telling John to change the ring to Disney theme, her protest of our theme idea and saying Disney wedding instead during the engagement party. To explain why my friends think sister should have the ring, the friend from brunch who saw the messages from sister and told the others about this read sister's first message asking for the ring. Friend believes these a good valid reason for sister. Friend also believes that the ring should actually be used, not stuck in a box somewhere or most likely lost. I point out that I do use the ring. I wore it during engagement and court madness with his family and kept it on for a year after the one case. Then only wearing the ring on his birthday and anniversary of our first meeting, when he proposed and when he died. Friend called me a sad, selfish asshole and stormed off. Next thing I know, my other friends started messaging me about being an asshole and sister should get the ring. After the sister's recent messages, I have called my lawyer friend. I sent him screenshots of the messages, and we got a meeting this week. I am also rethinking my friendship with the friends that says that I'm an asshole and should give the ring to sister. Sure. So after this, I'll update you all. Thank you very much for your support.
Good. Definitely not the asshole.
That's what Reddit said.
I mean, there's nothing, she did nothing wrong.
This one is the last one for the day.
Okay, good.
And it's another wedding one.
Because I'm going to get fired up more. Okay.
The wedding ones I find are the most entertaining.
Okay, go for it.
Am I the asshole for kicking my maid of honor out of my wedding with 5 days notice?
Depends on the scenario.
Update is now on their profile, so actually I have to go to the profile later to read it. Read up the update. I'm 23 female, getting married in a couple days. Most of this is in the last 2 weeks. My maid of honor, 26 female, M was in charge of planning my bachelorette party which I wanted to be a surprise. We live in a city, but none of us live downtown, so I was hoping for a hotel room downtown and having a fun night out with friends, maybe a brunch. Most of the bridal party live locally, but 2 girls flew in for it. Wow. When M picked me up 2 weeks ago on Friday, I was excited to see where we were going and what we were doing. We ended up going to M's first one bedroom townhome and spent the whole weekend there. There are 8 of us. So it was cramped and we kept running into issues with only one bathroom. On Friday night we had games and ordered pizza. Saturday We had a mimosa bar, went shopping, ordered food, and watched a movie before parting ways on Sunday. It wasn't the bachelorette party of my dreams or a particularly fun weekend, but it was okay, and I appreciate it. Last weekend, my fiance, 32 male, Jay, had just returned from a work trip. I hadn't caught him up to speed on the party because there wasn't much to report. But when he returned, we were chatting and I told him about the party. He looked confused but said nothing else that evening. The next day, I got a message from Im asking to meet up to talk about something. Im revealed that I got John still stuck in my head. Revealed that Jay had given her a significant amount of money over a year ago with the intention that it was used to pay for a bachelorette party. It would have been enough to pay for an entire bridal party to do a week-long vacation out of town, including airfare, hotel, food, drinks, and fun. I wasn't expecting this type of event. A weekend downtown would have been wonderful, and even though the party at her home wasn't what I hoped for, I was fine with it because I got to be with all of my friends. She instead used the money to pay off credit card debt and hoped that no one would notice. I told her I needed some time to process and went home. After talking with Jay about it, I decided that the best action would be to remove her from the wedding. I came to this decision because I didn't feel like I could trust her and don't want her to be standing next to me at my wedding.
No.
I slept on it overnight and sent her a text saying this on Monday. Since then, I had been getting texts from her mom and boyfriend telling me how awful I am for doing this since I didn't need a big party and Em was able to financially benefit. My mom is also against removing her from the wedding, as she's like a sister to our family, and it would be tragic for me to get married without Em there. The rest of the bridal party is split, with half saying I shouldn't have kicked her out and the other half agreeing with me. Em has called me crying because she already has her dress. Jay and I paid for all dresses, and she can't wear it anywhere else. At this point, I want the wedding to be over with so I can be on my honeymoon and not have to deal with these people. So, was my action too extreme? Am I the asshole?
No. Absolutely not. That girl stole your money, paid off her debts, and did not do what the plan was at all. No. That is a toxic, toxic friend. Red flags. Doesn't matter how much your family likes these people or how much your friends like these people. No. Not the asshole.
But the thing about I got my dress and I have no other reason to wear it.
For it.
Yeah, one should not pay for it, but it reminds me of how almost every single time at a like
Where are we gonna wear it again?
at a wedding, the bride would be like, "Oh, what's good about this dress is you can shorten it and you can like wear it somewhere else and stuff like that." Have you seen bridesmaid dresses?
Mine were pretty.
Yours were pretty. Yes, yours was pretty.
I was
remember
trying to be classic.
yours was pretty. They were good.
It was all black, and it had like a pearl neckline. I thought people could wear it to funerals. People could wear it to weddings. People could wear it to work. I was like, they were on sale too. And I paid for them. Most of them. Paid for Kaylee's.
Yeah.
Anyways, no, she's not the asshole there.
Definitely not. And that's what Reddit said.
Because Reddit can be right sometimes.
Yeah.
That first one, I was like, no. Anyways, I don't care for that. I'm angry right now. I'm rocking my dog to try to calm down. These scenarios are just like, really? Like, that's real life for people.
Yeah.
That's awful. Can't imagine having such toxic people trying to, like, come into your life and... Yeah, no. That was no bueno.
Yeah. Sometimes I even question if some of those posts are real, considering it's Reddit. You never know.
Just Cards Against Humanity.
I actually tried to make a "Am I the Asshole" post once before, based off of a book and TV show me and my friend Alex was writing.
Yeah.
It was too long to post. But I'm like,
Oh,
come on,
gosh.
it's interesting and it's actually something from something I was writing, so and I wanted to see if people were actually like, is this true or
Yeah.
what?
Like, Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't have. I don't know if I like Reddit at all anymore. Let's smack them.
Well, there are good parts of Reddit.
Okay.
But there's also
maybe
bad.
We'll chime into the good parts next time.
There is a wedding shaming one.
That's not good, is it?
It's funny.
Okay. I'm like, I just can't. Like, some of these scenarios, like the one where the guy died, that infuriates me. Like, if somebody was to come after me to try to get my wedding band or my. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
They would not get it.
Definitely not.
No. But, anyways, nobody would do that. I mean, and at least my family. But I just still can't believe somebody would have to deal with that. Not only did she lose the person she was loved and was going to marry, but then she had to go to court. Too much. That's just too much.
Yeah.
I can't. Anyways, I don't like this game.
Well, it's not a game.
Well, it felt like a... Okay, I can breathe again. That's just sad.
Yeah, it was.
Well, so we're ending up from fashion. Turn to the left to... Modeling. Ari has given her full opinion behind us. Now I've rocked Dolly to sleep. And almost myself. I'm like this.
Wake up.
I don't want to. No. And Reddit's very interesting. That is the first time I have had any involvement with it at all.
Yeah.
So, thanks, but no thanks. I don't know. It was very interesting though.
Yeah, it was.
I just can't believe that people have to deal with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Sad. All right. Do y'all have any favorite Reddit stories that you can share? So maybe I don't know. My blood pressure's so high right now.
I would like to say where I got the idea to talk about the "Am I the Asshole" Reddit.
Yeah.
Was from Charlotte Dobray from YouTube, considering the Petty Queen. She would read a lot of "Am I the Asshole" posts.
That was a good idea though. Something totally unique and different.
Actually, I think the John one was on her YouTube channel before, because while I was reading it, I was like, wait, this sounds familiar.
Like, I think I know this one.
This sounds so familiar. Hang on.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, to wrap up our episode 3. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Let us know where you're at. What part of the world. Please share our posts and our links so we can reach out to everyone. Give us any ideas, or if you want to be on the show, let us know.
And thank you for listening into
a little bit of this
and a little bit of that.
Adios.
Good night.